day of productivity.
Glad you made it. Clear the system and stay alert. Those beacons are emitting a powerful psionic signal.
Screech, squirm. The genre-thief feast on the thrill of your despair. Your vessel will be absorbed, devoured, every piece of matter consumed.
Midas array sensors indicate you've destroyed a beacon. Keep it up. The array beam is a tri-quantum pulse wave. It's holding that unstable portal open.
From hull to husk, your vessel will be dissected. No, contorted. No, consumed.
On an energy spike originating from the multiversal portal. Borg vessel incoming. Its quantum signature matches our universe, but it's been infected by the Chimerans.
Rise and twist, ship by ship. Devour, consume. feasting, stretching,
Well done. I've cleared up the array's comms, but I'm not sure how long it'll last. Alliance reports indicate this Chimeran Borg vessel traveled here from the 13 Ceti system. Well, let's act fast. We need more data on that multiversal portal to shut it down. And without support on the ground, right, to replicate the conditions that led to the portal's creation, and allow us to reverse engineer that process. Creative, and worth a shot. Can you transfer me the data in real time? This portal's chronometric signature places its conception at roughly 5 hours.
That timestamp correlates to the localized rupture in space-time originating from an unknown source. Scans show the portal's drift vector has a decay rate of 0.015 radians per second, delayed by the array's triquantum pulse wave. If we invert the wave's polarity, we could engineer the opposite effect and expedite the portal's collapse. We can work with that. Hang on. Sensors are picking up an incoming energy signature.
Brace yourself. Something's coming through.
Mayday, Mayday. This is Operator Z. This is a call into the void, I'm sure, but I gotta try. Structural integrity is compromised beyond repair and emergency protocols activated. Does anyone copy? Anyone? Array comms are failing again. Your signal is weak.
I repeat, this is Tegan. This shuttle is about to blow. I'm setting a course for the nearest stable structure, preparing for transport in 3, 2.
The Midas array has recorded an explosion near its central dish. Are you all right?
I'm critically outnumbered. Need you to beam down here. And don't bring too much backup along. Safety in smaller numbers. And I'd never ask you to, but chances of survival are very low. As are mine if you don't make it down here soon. Act fast. Good. I see you made it aboard. However, your bridge officer is missing. Something caused your pattern to shift midstream. You've materialized in the wrong location. Signal is distant. Unfortunately, comms are still compromised. Likely to improve as you get closer. You'll need to find me in the shuttle bay. I'm in the middle of an experiment. Confirms some suspicions I've carried for a while now. Good luck, and stay alert. Everything all right? The DAG symbiont picked up on a psionic reverberation.
Focal interface activated. Chimera neural processor linked to tricorder matrix. Unit calibrated for Chimeran psionic subspace frequency and localized data acquisition. Psionic activity is increasing in your location. Caution advised.
You're on the right path. Comms are improving. Signal is getting closer. Heads up. Second signal heading for the station.
results. Chimeran pustule. Status. Gestating. Composition. 35% multicellular bioform. 20% cybernetic augmentation. 45% vermiform embryo. Properties.
Comms have cleared, and your signal is strong. You're almost here. You'll need to take the turbo lift to get to the shuttle bay. I had to seal the doors in your area.
Environmental risk level has increased. Caution advised.
Surrender the foe. Uniform. Inhabited.
Great, you made it. Over here. Not so fast. Operator? But you're... I thought you didn't make it. Stand back. No sudden moves. Hands where I can see them. You're... me? Ezri. Haven't heard that in a while. It's Operator Z now. Has been for years. Well, I'll be damned. So this is what's on the other side of that portal. Nice pips. You're still a member of Starfleet? And you're... not? But I'm assuming you're here to help. Are reinforcements coming? Reinforcements? There's nothing but decay on my side of the fence. Looks like you're living a pretty comfortable life over here in comparison. Comfortable? We're in the middle of a galaxy-wide invasion, and our fleet was sabotaged by former allies who turned out to be Borg. You were allied with the Jean Resi. Those. They're from my universe. Oh, no. Not those. We call those Chimerans. Speaking of, I've got some pretty bad news. As suspected, Chimerans are indeed Borg. They're also... Trill, I know. My whole universe is swarming with them. Chimerans are also immune to assimilation, including Etherian fusion. They also can't be reasoned with, at all. They're volatile and corrupted beyond reach. Glad we agree. Listen, I'd love to chat. But as your friend probably saw, my shuttle was blown to pieces by temporal compression. You all still have the Symbiosis Commission here? I need to hitch a ride to Trill and warn them. We do, but I can't let you leave, Operator. It's too dangerous. We need to get to the array's primary antenna control. There's a tri-quantum beam in there that we can use to close up that portal. I'm sorry, Z. We can't let it stay open. Fine by me. I've got few reasons to go back, and truth be told, I need your help. Heads up. We've got company. We can't let them take over the array. I'm not leaving a single one of these bastards standing. Not in my universe, and not in this one. Don't forget about those Chimeran pustules. It's good to see you again. I regret accepting help from the Ethereans so quickly. I'm sure many agree. I thought I had gotten pretty good at reading people over the years, but trust the Borg to fool any of us once in a while. Do you want to talk about our last meeting? The Aventine is being stripped of Etherean upgrades and diagnosed for sabotage with the help of Director Hugh and the Cooperative. I boarded the array with a shuttle and my advance team. I didn't want my arrival to seem imposing. This started off as a low-risk recon mission, with the intent of engaging in peaceful first contact, not combat. So much for that. Tactical data acquired by the Alliance now confirms the Chimerans exhibit patterns of targeted aggression towards Borg variants from other quantum universes. They are also strongly drawn to protomatter. My research also reveals that a Chimeran's genetic framework is dominant in its expression, nullifying any Etherean genomic contributions. In short, they're immune to fusion and manipulation. The million Latinum question that I happen to have an answer to. I located an unlicensed stock of protomatter containers in the primary antenna control room. They're flocking to it. I'm not sure how it got there or why they're interested in it. Maybe Operator Z can enlighten us before we move on. Anything you can share is valuable to us. Well, the Genresi were Borg long before they were Trill. In my universe, the Symbiosis Commission attempted to thwart the Borg by creating an army of joined Trill. That backfired, obviously. How were they able to break through the Trill's defenses? And how were they able to establish such a firm footing in your universe? And what about our allies? Starfleet, the Federation, the Borg Cooperative. The cooperative you speak of doesn't exist where I come from. In my universe, the Borg gained the upper hand in the incursion of 2409, when they invaded the Vega colony.
I will be
The
posting
crew of
the
the
first
USS
video
Aventine,
in forever and a
one of
day
Starfleet's finest, was tasked with
on
a
my
crucial
YouTube
mission.
channel
They abandoned the ship when the Borg
sometime
broke up.
this
Their
afternoon or
mission
evening.
was unsuccessful, according to reports anyway. I helped retake the Vega colony from the Borg and drive them from that sector. But of course, you never made it because you left. I wonder who captained the Aventine. As far as I can tell, they're just a horde without a head, and no one to guide them. Trust no one who wishes to be their queen or otherwise control them. They can't be controlled, and they can't be bargained with. Striving to do so only ends in death. Now these Borg seek out proto-matter as sustenance without knowing why. I don't know how so much of it ended up aboard your array. There's none of it left in my universe. Fight our way through this array and make it to primary antenna control so we can reverse engineer the tri-quantum beam and close that multiversal portal. Let's hope we find your bridge officer along the way. I'll also be collecting Chimeran pustules. Director Hugh of the Cooperative is calling in a favor. Actually, I could use a hand, if you see any along the way. And turn off that tricorder's voice output, would ya? We're practically announcing our next move to the enemy. I've managed to locate your bridge officer's position. We'll be with them in no time. Your officer might need shore leave after all of this. Z, did you have a crew? Once upon a time. I travel alone now, and I prefer it that way. It's easier. Don't leave any of those pustules behind. Who knows what they could turn into? Look out. These creeps are stalking the hallways.
Symbiosis is inescapable. The chaos.
These parasites are beyond hope. They only know when to start. There's a storeroom nearby. Call it a shortcut. Yeah, keep talking to us like you know what it means. Dirtbags. We've made it this far. There's no turning back. We're closing in on primary antenna control, and I'm not sure what awaits us there. Can we still count on you, Z? My loyalties lie with Opera. Your friend. But I could make an exception. We're almost there. Stick together, everyone.
Foreign body analysis. Scan results. Chimeran tendril. Status. Dormant. Composition. 40% multicellular. 40%
They really have a knack for leaping at you when you least expect it, huh?
You must join, and never leave.
I'm not joined now, and I never will be. Request denied, asshole. Operator, look out!
Are you all right? I'll be fine. Let's take these vermin out. We have to take down this chimera until we can get to the beam.
We are all.
Nothing. You will never know. Or
The abyss gives. It promises endless. Symbiosis frees the bloated mind.
That's it. That's all of them. We did it. If you send the data we gathered on the Chimeran pustules over to the Cooperative via one of the consoles in this room, then Director Hugh can get started on his research. This can't wait. Z, watch my back. I'll reverse the polarity of that beam and close up the portal. Time to say goodbye to the hellhole you came from. I need your help over here. I've disabled security protocols and reversed the polarity. The polarity's been reversed, but something's wrong. This portal is being held open somehow. We might only have one option here. Her vitals are deteriorating, and fast. This is it. There's no reversing a Jean-Res infection. Don't be so sure. I've got a lot of experience in reversing different types of Borg assimilation. This is different. Trust me. It's not working. We need to get her to your sickbay. It's too late. I'd rather die than become an abomination. Take me out, operator. Just stay with me. We'll get you to my husband, Julian. He's a doctor. That bastard? Dr. Bashir is also a brilliant surgeon. Yeah, too brilliant. Norva was right. They went too far. She'll come for me. Try to control me. Who? Who will come for you? See? Just end it. Happy to die. Like I said, I owe you one. You can't save everyone, Ezri. I know. She's right. We can't leave her here. Let's get to that portal.
A Chimeran Unimatrix in the Alpha Quadrant. Z wasn't kidding. This dimension has fallen to the Borg. Is that the Harmony? And another tri-quantum wave beam. Well, I don't think we've been spotted yet. Long-range sensors indicate the Harmony's weapons platform is dormant. But if you ask me, we can never be too careful. The Harmony looks a little different since my last encounter with it. Like clockwork, never trust a sitting duck.
Resist, and you shall be consumed. Accept the Legion's embrace.
The hive beacons are powering the Harmony shields with their psionic beams. We'll need to target the beacons first to get the event. These pustules are emitting biostructures that will degrade our navigation system. The Harmony is teleporting. The shield dropped while the Harmony used its energy supply to teleport. Destroying the high beacons might give us a window to target the Harmony.
teleporting again.
Let's take those beacons out, finish what we started. Time to target the target. Portal is open. We need to go to full impulse before your ship gets torn apart by a proto-matter shock. I'm receiving a transmission from the Avenue. They're waiting for us on the other side.
We are the Borg. Our survival is your survival. You will open your communication frequencies immediately. The collective demands an audience. Resistance is futile. Together, we can eradicate all weakness in the galaxy and prevail. Perfection requires strength.
They're afraid. Afraid of the Etherians and the Chimerans.
The Collective has been attacked by pretenders to perfection. A threat has been posed to perfect and imperfect beings of this universe. Your survival demands that you assist us. The Collective demands an audience.
Well, so much for peaceful negotiation. Speaking of queens, I wonder what Z meant when she said someone would come for her. She seemed pretty certain the Chimerans don't have a queen. I guess we'll find out. Thanks for your assistance today. In truth, I don't know if we would have survived without you. I know we couldn't save her, but at least we saved the Midas Array. That's gotta count for something. No, she worked alone. If you could beam her over, I think the Aventine would like to host a burial amongst the stars for the operator. Even though she hadn't been in Starfleet for a long time, by the sounds of it, Z was still a hero. We owe her that much. Thank you. I think I understand now why Z felt so comfortable closing the portal to that universe, and why she was so ready to accept her fate. If that's the life that awaited her, then no wonder she asked us to put her out of her misery. I don't know what's more unsettling. A mirror Borg unimatrix in fluidic space, or a Jean Ress one in the Chimeran reality. You're right. I'll send you a report once I check in with Starfleet Command. There's a lot to reflect on. This has been a lot. I'm not sure I even have the words to describe it. Let's keep in touch. Stay safe out there.
This has been a Surratt production video.